morning, everyone. How's it going? Mini Truck back with another new video for y'all today. Hope y'all are doing well. It is Thursday. We're up here in Owensboro, Kentucky. We're heading up to Huntersburg, Indiana. Pick up this load. About an hour away, and I thought I'd make another video, kind of a part two of what I talked about yesterday, crashing or interrupting the USA Truck town hall meeting. I've already gotten quite a bit of feedback on that video. There's a lot of people, from USA that, said they were waiting for me to make this video and whatnot, and they said there's more that they want me to say about it. Maybe they don't make videos, or they just want this stuff to get out there. So I thought I'd make this video, kind of like I said, a part two, and talk about it. So let's get into it. Now, if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. It is up. I did release it yesterday. It uploaded about, 9 p.m. last night. And, I covered my portion of it, kind of what I said, what I waited on. I was there for about a little over half of it. A little over half of this meeting. And, I heard a lot of stuff. Now, kind of touching back on my portion of it, I kind of got on their ass about it. Some people say that, USA does have 45 days. No, they don't. Wherever you're getting this information, tell me where you're getting it. Show me facts. Because it's not true. They do not, everything I have read, nothing says 45 days. Now, I did sign an agreement that you have 45 days for the security deposit or security escrow, whichever you want to call it. They do have 45 days for that. But when it comes to my settlement, my pay, they don't have 45 days. The state of Arkansas states, I'm going to say it again, the state of Arkansas states, if you were fired, you have 7 days. They have 7 days as long as you demand your pay. If you were let go, or you quit, or resign voluntarily, they have the next settlement period, the next pay period to pay you. That should have been December 10th. Everything I've read seems to also include independent contractors. I have also gotten the help from the company I am currently with to help inquire on the laws concerning independent contractors. And everything they're finding and everything they've told me is the same. But, they have, like I said, the next pay period to pay me after I leave. That's for Arkansas. Tennessee is next pay period or 21 days, whichever is longer. So if you're finding something different, send me a link to it, send me an article, whatever. But enough about that. So some of the other things I heard that went on in this meeting was that a lot of people complained about safety and security at the yards and terminals and shops. Gates not working properly. Vehicles being broken into. He needs more straps on that. Holy shit. Anyways, the gates being broken, vehicles being broken into, having their stuff stolen. And you know what USA Truck had to say about that? It was brought up a couple different times. they said, well, we hate to hear that, and that's unfortunate. We'll try to look into it, but the best we could say is just you know, be more diligent about your surroundings. That's bullshit. We should be able to go, you know, you should be able to go to your terminal, go to your yard, and not have to worry, and, you know, leave your equipment there. Some people might live close, maybe they drive their vehicle there and they park their vehicle, or maybe they do park their, you know, their semis there and whatnot. We shouldn't have to worry about our stuff getting stolen. Me, I lock my doors everywhere I go. I've been fortunate enough to not have that happen. But I know people that had the, you know, like I've got the lug covers and all that, on the hub covers on my truck. There's people that have had those stolen off their truck at the yard. There's people that have had their mud flaps stolen. There's people that have had their mud flap hangers stolen. There's people that have had their CVs stolen. And just different things taken off their trucks. There's people that have, you know, went up to the break room, talking about how they went to the break room. They sat their stuff down on the table just to go use the bathroom real quick, and they came out and their stuff was gone. That's bullshit. And all USA had to say was, well, just watch your surroundings. People talked about cleanliness at the yards and the terminals. You know, and how there's not really anything being done. They're kind of trashy, they're kind of dirty, they're dingy, there's trash everywhere. I didn't go to too many terminals, but the ones I did go to, yeah. You know, people talked about handicap accessibility. You do have handicapped truck drivers out here, you know, driving trucks. That, just because they're handicapped doesn't mean that, you know, they can't drive a truck. Doesn't mean you're in a wheelchair or something. You know, well, there's still people driving wheelchairs that drive trucks. But it is required by law that, you know, a public building and that a business has handicap accessibility. So a lot of people are complaining about that. A lot of, you know, USA brought up that, oh, we purchased 10 electric trucks. Matter of fact, we're taking delivery on some of them this week. But yet, someone brought up the fact that, wow, you guys can purchase electric trucks, but you can't take care of your current equipment, and you can't take care of the yards and facilities. Like, you know, you've got holes, you know, these giant craters. What would someone say? A giant asteroid crater? Asteroid hole or something, when someone said in one of their comments about it. But, you know, and it's true, you know. Fuel surcharge. I know that's something. Someone's watching this video waiting for me to say fuel surcharge and fuel discounts. Fuel discounts. USA came out and admitted. They finally admitted on the call that, I say we, but I'm no longer at USA, but the drivers do, or USA does, get a bigger discount than 15%, or 15 cents, I mean. No, back in Indiana, they've been here in a while. So, you know, before in the calls I've talked about, USA swears up and down, oh, the best discount they get, the best discount we get, you know, it's 15 cents, 15 cents. They can't do any more. They can't do any more. We don't get any more than that. That's the best they've been able to negotiate, and blah, blah, blah. Now, that hasn't sat right with a lot of us because they swear up and down. They've got all this buying power. They've got all this negotiating power. They've got all this, that, and the third, but the best they can do is 15 cents. That didn't sound right. Especially because I could go get a fuel card, my own fuel card, or something like Mud Flap and get a bigger discount, right? They came out in the call yesterday and admitted that we get upwards of 60 cents off a gallon. But that they, at some stops. They said it varies from stop to stop, which is normal. You know, where I'm at, that it does the same. I usually see anywhere from 15 up to 60 cents off. Usually it's the mom and pop places I only see about 15, just depends. But I've seen upwards of 55 cents off myself. But they're saying that they generously give 15 cents off a gallon. And they finally admitted it. And there's so many other things about that that, you know, they went into. People talking about problems with the load board not being up to book loads. And there's some people that got on that call and they really showed their ass and really got loud. Somebody brought up the lawsuit against USA. Now, a lot of us hadn't really, you know, we kind of hinted at other USA. I wouldn't be surprised if USA had a lawsuit against them, or someone took out a lawsuit against USA. That was kind of a hint. I already knew about this. We already knew about this. There's a lot of us drivers that have already heard about it and already knew about it. There's some drivers I know that are a part of it. I'm not going to say my connection to it. All I'm going to say is, bitch better have my money. You know, when the lawsuit got brought up, Brandon and Marsha were fucking livid. You could tell a drastic change in their voice, in their tone. And they started being real hateful of drivers after that. They weren't too happy about it. So now, that was right at the same time as I got on there and said, what's going on with my money? You know, why haven't I been paid? And like I said yesterday, there was a drastic change in their voice. They went from confident to what the fucking scared after I fucking did that. And after the lawsuit. Because the lawsuit came up right after mine. Now, they kicked me off the call. I missed part of the conversation where it was really getting interesting. When they kicked me off. Now, like I said, I was able to get back on later, and I was the one that played the John Cena intro. But it's okay that I missed some of it, because some lovely member of USA IC division, I'm not going to put out who did it, recorded the phone call. They recorded the entire town hall meeting start to finish and sent it to a bunch of people, including myself. I have a copy of it. Now, Foreign News says, well, that's illegal, they can't do that. Nope. They were in the state of Ohio. The state of Ohio is a one-party consent state, meaning only one party has to consent to the phone, to the recording of the phone call for it to be legal. So, it was legal. If you want to know more about the legalities, don't argue with me about it. I really don't give a shit. All I know, I got a copy of it. I know a copy of it that got sent to the attorneys for US, who were suing USA. Not putting that information out there, but I did not realize how pissed off I sounded and my tone when I was telling them how I felt about not having my pay. I got to hear more about the lawsuit and it being brought up to USA and how pissed off Marsha and Brandon were about it. And that video is also uploaded to YouTube. If you would like to hear what I had to say, if you were not a part of the video, or part of the phone call, rather, if you want to hear, or you maybe didn't get a chance to attend the meeting, maybe you're not with USA and you want to know what's going on, feel free to go check that out. I'm going to put a link to it in the description. I believe the name of the video is USA Truck Buyer Beware. So check that out. Like I said, there will be a link for it in the description. Minute 46. I think it's a little over, I think it's like an hour and 45 minutes long. Something like that. Hour and a half long, something like that. But minute 46 is where I get on there, and just after minute 46. Just go to minute 46, and you can hear everything I had to say, and then right after that is about the lawsuit. Very interesting, though, from start to finish. It's really them lying out their ass, saying bullshit. And, yeah, so that's about it. You know, people are wondering, why do I care? Why am I all of a sudden saying these bad things about USA? Because USA is doing it to themselves. They're bringing it upon themselves. Like I said, you know, when I first came to USA, they were a good company. At least I felt like they were. I could make good money easily. You know, a lot of us were out there making good money. And, you know, it wasn't really having to break a sweat to do it. We felt like we were being treated fairly. And, you know, a lot of us at the beginning didn't have anything bad to say. But, you know, this little secret sketchy bullshit they were doing started to come out. They started doing more of it. They basically just got very, what's the word I'm looking for? They got to the point basically they didn't give a fuck if we found out or not, it seemed like. And now they're coming back and they're admitting, you know, a lot of, you know, they told us for a long time, we didn't get any fuel this, you know, any better than 15 cents. All they got was 15 cents, and they give that full to us. Now they finally came out and admitted that they do get more than that. They get closer to 60 cents, upwards of 60 cents off a gallon, and all they're doing is giving us 15 cents. Like I said, that got recorded. The whole thing got recorded. Now the whole video didn't get uploaded to YouTube. They did trim it so it wouldn't be so damn long. It's seriously the length of a fucking movie. As is, trimmed on YouTube. But there is a longer version of it. So, but like I said, I'm putting this out there because a lot of people might, you can end up in a bad situation very quickly with the way things are going now. You might go get a truck from SFI, brand new truck, $1,200 a week payment, and go to USA and you're having weeks where you're struggling to pay your bills, and then now you're all of a sudden, you know, losing your truck, taking a hit on your credit, you know, put your family in financial, you know, trouble. And I don't want to see anyone do that. Now, I can't bash USA entirely. I did make decent money over there. Apparently that's just getting harder and harder to do since I left, according to everybody that I know still over at USA. I had an awesome dispatcher. I will say it every time. John was an awesome-ass dispatcher. I still talk to him. You know, and he was awesome. A lot of the dispatchers are pretty cool. There's some that are apparently, but from what I dealt with, they were cool. So, but it's just one of those things where you gotta be careful. And, like I said, they're doing this sketchy shit, they're bringing it on themselves, and they got greedy, is what it is. They got greedy. Once they had all these ICs come over, and they had all this money coming in, it seems like they, you know, everyone that I've talked to seems to agree, we came to the same conclusion that they've just gotten greedy. So, if you're at USA, you're making money, and you're happy with it, cool. I seriously hope that does continue for you. And I wish you well. I really, really do. Not being a smart ass, not being sarcastic. You know, but that's part of it. Anyways, that's about it. Oh, one last thing I want to add real quick. I know we're getting to be like 20 minutes long, but something I want to add real quick. Something that pissed me off now that I pull containers. USA says that they don't, you know, someone asked about, well, why don't we pull containers, you know, why don't we help out with that, you know, big congestion up on the coasts and whatnot. You know, all these containers coming in that need to be moved. Well, you say, oh, we don't really mess with containers. We haven't really had a way to get into it. We do have a few of our own containers that we rent, and we do mess with drayage a little bit. And we do put ours on a train sometimes and send them over to the Northeast, but that's really about it. That's all we really plan on doing with it. We don't really plan on getting into it no more. Then why the hell are y'all set up on the CSX Xgate app? You're set up on the BNSF Rail Pass. You're set up on the Norfolk Southern Express NS. Like, these are all apps to get into, like, the rail yards, and they're not easy to get into. So, like, bullshit some more. Come on, really? Anyways, that's it. That's my rant. I'm done. Let me know if you want a part 3. I do have more to say about it. But I hope that clears it up for you. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, link in the description for the recording of the town hall meeting, minute 46, if you want to hear what I had to say about my pay and not receiving it. And just after that is the bringing up the lawsuit. So check that out. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you got any questions. And y'all be careful out there. Peace out.